Labour state smear campaign moves into top gear for fear of BNP breakthrough. The Labour Party's state smear campaign, of which an insight was gained this week on how they go to work against the Conservative Party, is in full swing against the British National Party. Politically directed police are being sent to harass BNP activists and provide the controlled media with unsubstantiated smear stories as election day draws ever nearer, said Simon Darby, deputy leader and press officer. Reacting to the news that totally innocent BNP Euro Eastern region candidate Mr. Peter Lucas had been detained yesterday, Mr. Darby said such things were always expected in the run-up to each and every election. Mr. Lucas had his home searched by police on the pretext of looking for illegal weapons, most likely because he is the owner of the deactivated Bren gun which was used as a stage prop during the BNP's recent Battle for Britain road shows, Mr. Darby said. Of course they've found nothing at Mr. Lucas's house. They have now bailed him till after the June elections, at which time they will, as is always the case, withdraw any suggestions of charges. All this does is harass legitimate and innocent political activists while providing the media with an opportunity to print lurid anti-BNP stories. Fortunately the public is now used to this sort of tactic and it has no effect on us whatsoever, Mr. Darby said. The proof that Mr. Lucas's arrest was harassment and nothing else came in the fact that the police also stole all the cash he had and his mobile phone, upon which he depends for his living. Mr. Darby pointed out that there are 2 other such incidents going at the same time, all designed to smear the BNP without any justification at all. In Lancashire, 4 BNP activists have been bailed to, surprise, surprise, just after the June elections for distributing a leaflet which has already been ruled as legal in that same jurisdiction, while in Liverpool yesterday a BNP activist was arrested after he was attacked by a communist. Mr. Peter Tierney, one of the famous Liverpool 13 who were arrested earlier for distributing legal leaflets, and over which the police were forced to back down and admit that nothing was wrong or illegal, was attacked in the city centre. Despite the fact that Mr. Tierney was the one who was attacked, and the CCTV coverage will show this clearly, he was detained until late last night. Upon his release, he was bailed until after the June elections. Mr. Tierney has also been barred from going into Liverpool city centre by the police, a clear sign as any that it is an act of political victimization and nothing else. Mr. Darby said that the Labour regime's increasing panic at the rise in popularity of the BNP was the primary driver for its insane underhand attacks on the party. We will not be stopped by such smears, and will push on to prevent this country from being destroyed by the traitors in Westminster, Mr. Darby concluded. Share.